Live here with Stint 2. I didn't change the name of this, huh? Whoops. Alrighty. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and get in this lobby. My invites from Unku aren't working, so that's a little annoying. Hmm. Can't join off your name. Might need to just do a restart there. Not sure yet. Unku, this is a party invite. This is the wrong type of update. Okay, that was a party invite. I'm in a party. Also, hello everyone. This is your broadcaster in the wrong place. Yeah, let me restart Forza. Yes. Alright, sorry about the delay here, folks. Just trying to get things in order. Hey, slow-mo fire. And it still doesn't want to work. Why does it do this? Oh, task manager. I need you. Whenever in doubt, task manager murdering the Xbox game bar typically works when you can't join off of invites. The wonders of task manager. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see here. Unku. Ah, there we go. Now we're in the right place. Okay, so officially starting this stream for Stint 2 here. Let me go ahead and roll through the intro. Alrighty, we are 100% sure starting out here with Stint 2. Need to make a few changes to my text scrolls and stuff. Don't worry, that will take just a moment. Stint 1 was pretty entertaining and pretty exciting, and we will check on our overall standings here right now. They have yet to be updated, so maybe we won't yet, but eventually we will. Hit that refresh. Oh, well, now it's gone, huh? Well, this has had the, it's had quite the adverse effect of, Well. Hmm. Well, I guess we won't check in on our current positions yet because they are not there. Alrighty. Well, still, Stint 1, pretty exciting. It's had some great close racing throughout the stint. Everything was pretty clean there. Didn't see anybody necessarily, taking anybody out. Anything of that nature. So, pretty exciting, pretty entertaining. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. We've still got 5 more stints to go. 10 more hours. That was amazing in TCC. Yes, it was. You put on quite a show for us to watch. Yeah. So, I thank you for that, Saint. It was quite an entertaining battle to watch. We had like 3 close battles all stint. Or 3 different multi-car battles. Easily going to be the slowest in this lobby. I got carried by Spartan and Ash in this one. Ash did not have a good stint last stint, so hey, maybe you can improve on that. Anyway, looks like we're about ready to go here, so we're going to bounce over to our Forza preview. Disregard the overlay looking bad. See here. Is this working yet? It was really fun. Pleasure to race as always. Yeah, man. Pleasure to watch. Okay, this has not been updated just yet. Well, looks like these guys are just about ready to go. I hope that Mead understands that I can't ready up, or else I'll be racing, and I don't know if they want me racing in a Datsun 280ZX. Be a little out of place. Yeah, of course. Great job to everybody that just finished their stint, and good luck from me. Give us some good racing out there for everybody starting this stint here shortly. Been a pleasure to watch. Big thanks to TORA for letting me get up to B lobby now. I'm usually the C lobby boy, but hey, events happened and I've been promoted up to B, so definitely definitely getting to spectate over some folks and have some of y'all in chat that I don't usually get the opportunity to down in C. So it's been a pretty fun experience so far, and we're only, hey, a 1/6 of the way through, so we still have a long way to go. Alright, this time, we're gonna make sure we get the stint timer to within at least the minute accurate. I hope. Gonna go ahead and check back on this, see if this has been updated. It does not appear to be. No. Life timing is it's still very much a new experimental project. Scholzie's whipped up for us. First debuted it at Le Mans, and it was tricky there, and it's now even more in-depth and still tricky here. So I apologize for the lack of live timing and race updates. Hey, let's fly. Alright, there is BDF joining the lobby, so it looks like we're going to be getting started here with Stint 2 shortly. Yeah, what are y'all's thoughts on the race so far? It's been pretty entertaining so far. Been very close competition all around. Been lots of things to watch. Hasn't been the typical endurance race situation yet, where there's just no cars close on track and we're just bouncing around on cinematic camera looking at different cars and admiring liveries. So, hey, I've been enjoying it. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. What is happening? Bowtie is still getting the right car. Alright, it looks like everybody is readied up for me, so we should be getting started here any moment. Ah yes, alright, here we go. Hit that Y button. Get that spectating on. Check the race shop one last time before we get ready to go. There's nothing. What a surprise. Alright. Once again, a big good luck to everybody racing in this stint. Give us a good show, and we will be supporting you all from up here. Good luck, everybody. Alright, I've got my finger ready on the trigger now for the timer. There we go. That timer should be accurate within a few seconds now. Alrighty. This is based off of original qualifying positions, not the last stint's results. So, let's see what happens. A bit spread out here in the GT field. Not sure what's exactly going on here, and it looks like it's a restart already. Some GTs didn't go for whatever reason. Ah, gotcha. I thought that there was quite a gap there in the GT field. Looks like I was correct about that. Alrighty. Take two. Maybe. Eventually. Oh, hey. It's the 10 hours of Silverstone with the 2 hours of Sonoma. Were you expecting that? You know, just... You do 2 hours at Silverstone, you load up all the cars, fly them over to California, do 2 hours at Sonoma, fly them back to England, and then you do 2 more hours there. It's a very, it's as much of a race as it is a logistics operation. Alrighty. Take two. seeing plenty of chat members already. Mead, Alkiz, no, Nathel was in there. Make it like Drag Week, they have to drive the cars between the tracks. Really make it interesting. Yeah, you have to drive from Sonoma, California to Silverstone. And back in 2 hours. And there is our boy, our editor of this channel, SVR Unku. Definitely going to be pulling for him. Regardless, we're still going to be pulling for him. Alrighty, I got my finger on the 9. It's numpad 9 to start my timer. Alright, good luck everybody, part 2. Hey GT cars, remember to go this time. Alright, that should be maybe a little like 4 or 5 seconds slower than reality. Not sure. All kinds of crazy, squirrely tire warming strategies going on right now. I believe that is the Stint start line right there, so we are racing once again at Silverstone. Looks like it's a pretty clean getaway for all the GTs. We have several GTs way far back. I'm not sure what's happened with them. If they were just sleeping on the draw or what, but Amoeba getting a little bit wide there. That is ACR Chicane, Smithy, and Garmite a little bit further back. We got a very tight pack going on right here. Looking around on the map to see if anybody's dead. It looks like everybody's alive to me. Incredibly close in TC right now. Lock up somewhere up ahead. I think that might have been the Wins car of Cheetah. Owlkiz is getting a little bit of a sniff to Bowtie. Bowtie giving a little bit of a tap to Amoeba. On exit, losing out big there. Drops a position. Might be dropping 2 positions. On exit does drop 2 positions. Further back, Goose has made a great run on Owlkiz. Out front, it is Gnome, followed by Cheetah, with BDF in close pursuit. Let's check on our boy. Where's our boy? Unku is currently running last, but he's in a group of 3 or 4 that I think there might have been an incident there. Not sure. Out front is currently Beast Shadow and TC as Gnome goes wide. Bowtie takes 1 spot. Bowtie maybe takes 2 spots. Nope, Gnome holds his position. Not a Gnoblin, not a Gnelf, but a Gnome. As Gnome goes even further wide. I'm not sure if he has like damage or something. Oh, and rejoins into the side of a car. Gets a little slidey. Looks like everybody's alive still. Could have been a lot worse there, but everybody's managed to stay pointed the right way. BDF is already pressuring Cheetah for the lead. We'll see if he can actually get the lead this time. We saw him probing for the lead all the time last time. Never could make it past. Beast Shadow still holding a gap over Eagle. Ooh, as BDF and Cheetah hit each other. BDF ends up worse off. Bowtie moves up into second, or is trying to move up into second. Looking elsewhere in TC, nothing too much. It's all happening right now in GT right now. Cheetah's had a little bit of a chance to get away after the dueling there. Okay, things are starting to calm down a little bit. Unexit and Amoeba are still very close together. Unexit losing out big at the start, dropping about 3 or 4 positions. In TC, we have a battle for the lead between Eagle and Beast Shadow. Or, I thought we did, but maybe we don't. Eagle in a... I guess we never actually looked at Eagle last time. I was going to say in a completely different livery, but no, that is the exact same livery he was in before. We just never saw it because he was so far ahead. With Hurricane in hot pursuit. GT is hugely packed together from Goose up. I'm gonna watch with Goose right now. Scotty guy is a little bit further back. You know, it annoys me that Flying Scott CK and that Scotty guy aren't on the same team. It's gonna confuse me throughout the day, I guarantee you. But regardless, looking at this battle right now, very much a nose to tail. I think that's from about 4th back to 8th. As Mead gets past Amoeba, looks like Unexit might get past Amoeba as well. Unexit and Amoeba going too wide here. Looks like Unexit has taken the position, unless Amoeba can slide it up the inside. Does not look to be able to. Amoeba falling back 2 spots there, with several more cars hungrily in pursuit. Up at the front, BDF has caught Cheetah. We're going to watch that battle for the lead. We saw these two get together last time. See if BDF can make it past this time. In TC, we have another battle for the lead as Eagle has hunted down Beast Shadow. Not sure which one to watch. They're both incredibly close. That's about the most exciting thing happening right now. Unku's moved up in past ETR Gillo 41. Good on him. Bowtie looks like he might be in the hunt for the lead as well. Come on, Bowtie. Bowtie most definitely is in the hunt for this lead as well. Looking further back, it's still very close in GT. Position swapping everywhere. Owlkiz has gotten past Amoeba. Mead is up into 4th. Thank you for the follow, Scarhand. Great to have you. Hope you're enjoying it. Been a very eventful stint starting out so far. Looking at TC still, it is Beast Shadow still holding off Eagle as we see Bowtie having a sniff. We're gonna bounce back to Bowtie so we can watch this 3-way battle for the lead. That might be a DC. Not sure. Doesn't look like a DC to me. Okay, that was just Forza doing Forza things, I guess. But I fell a little bit back there from BDF and Cheetah. Front, Beast Shadow still holding off Eagle, just barely though. We saw Eagle have a dominant performance in Stint 1, leading the field in TC by over 16 seconds. Looks like Beast Shadow is going to prove more than a match for him this time, though. So, looking forward to seeing how that battle develops as we see a 3-way battle for the lead in GT, though. Actually, hold on. Looks like Eagle has gotten ahead of Beast Shadow. Eagle moving to do the block. Beast Shadow trying to look up the inside. Didn't quite have the drive. Not sure how that overtake happened, but it looked like it was pretty clean. It was in the works for a little while. It's like Eagle might be doing a repeat of his last stint where now that he's in front, he might just grab it and run with it. Hopefully not for our sake. We want to see close competition at the front. Speaking of close competition at the front, it's very close between Cheetah and BDF. BDF's right on the bumper of Cheetah, with Bowtie still lurking right behind, ready to pick up anything that he has given. little bit of a lockup there from BDF. Bowtie is trying to take the advantage, not quite going to get it. They're going 3 wide into the corner. A little bit of a tap between them all. Everybody stays as they were. Trying to stick three cars in one hairpin is never going to work. But everybody ended up okay from it. But because of that, looks like Mead might be having a sniff, and we might have a 4-car battle for the lead here in GT. Eagle is starting to grow that gap over Beast Shadow. Hurricane is starting to catch Beast Shadow as well. You can see the battle developing there. Spreading out elsewhere in TC a little bit. Looking further back in GT, it's still very close. Alec has moved up into 5th, past Amoeba. Unexit has fallen further back, getting passed by both Goose and Amoeba, and Alec for that matter. Garmite and Scottish Guy battling along with Crickley for 9th. Nice 3-way battle for 9th there. Gnome has fallen right back after starting very close to the front. I think it started on pole, actually. As we see Mead taking a look at Bowtie here. We're going to jump to Mead so we can see all 4 of these cars battling. And that's Cheetah into the pit lane already with the early stop strategy, Bowtie following. I'm still not sure if that's necessarily the best decision, but they did it last stint. They're doing it again this stint. Trying to go for the alternative pit strategy. Thank you for following GSR Stock. Glad to have you. Well, now that that battle's calmed down a little bit, it doesn't look like it's quite over yet, as Mead is still trying to pressure BDF for a little bit. I think this is the opportunity that BDF has been looking forward to for a while now. Remember, last stint, he had the pace to get past Anonyms, but just could not get it stuck. Or could not stick it and get to the point where he could just run in clean air. Right now, this is BDF's opportunity to just show his lap times and make a little bit of a gap before he has to first make his stop. Right, so they're trying to run in clean air to avoid incidents. It's very possible, but because we had those GT cars further back, they are not necessarily in clean air. They have other cars they are going to run into before long. In TC, things are rather spread out. Eagle's got a 1.5 second lead over Beast Shadow. I am suspecting that we're going to have a little bit similar of a situation to Stint 1, where Eagle starts getting away and then continues to get away, but we shall see as it progresses. Everything else, gaps are pretty spread out in TC. Still got some good racing going on in GT though, however. Still got a battle for the lead here between Mead and BDF. BDF finally doing the defending now. A little bit of a frame drop there, I apologize for that. This is one of our closest battles on track, and it is for the lead of GT. Further back, we have Garmite and Scottish Guy having a pretty good scrap for 8th. Gonna go check in on them, see what's going on over there. Oh, no, we're not. We're gonna see Crickley, apparently. Not at all who I wanted. They're side by side. Looks like Garmite might have the advantage here. The more I look at that Mercedes livery, the more I appreciate it. It's a simple livery, but pretty nonetheless. You know, it looks like that Garmite has gotten past that Scottish Guy. Yep, looks like that pass is done and dusted for right now. Elsewhere, Bowtie and Cheetah are having a battle. Remember, that's for aggregate first, maybe. Hey, Drift Potato, welcome back. I've wondered where my fact boy has been. F1 drivers have to shift about 34 times per lap. Really? Only 34 shifts? I thought it would have been a little bit more. Scotty is definitely not Scottish. He highlights the uptime again. Even though that is kind of a lie, it's been more like 4 hours, or 3 hours now. Northern Ireland. Ah, gotcha. See, we had somebody else racing in this called the Flying Scot, so that's why I thought as Bowtie goes right past Cheetah, that is for aggregate second or first, maybe. We're going to have to see once BDF and Mead make their stops. We've got two different battles for the possible lead right now. Bowtie and Cheetah, and BDF and Mead. Either of them could come out in the lead once pit stops have cycled through. Again, Bowtie and Cheetah decided to take the incredibly early pit strategy. I ran RTC's first stint in D lobby. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was meant to be broadcasting C lobby Drift Potato, but then Bjorg had to back out from his role streaming B lobby, and I was promoted up to here. So here we are with some newer folks that we don't always get a chance to spectate for. Looks like Bowtie and Cheetah are catching Gnome. This is what I was saying with their early pit strategy. I don't think that that might have been the right call because the GT field is not as close as it was last stint. They're gonna have to fight through these back markers. Thank you for the follow, Custom Dips. Looks like you had a pretty fun stint out there last time. Barely held off Darkser. Is Bowtie with the aggressive send on Gnome. Remember, that's not a Gnoblin nor a Gnelf. It's a Gnome. Mead still keeping pace with BDF here. And TC. That's another motion. It's something like that, yeah. They just didn't have anybody to cover B, so I was like, yeah, I'll definitely move up a bit early, save some space, and tires barely lasted. Yeah, it looked like you were definitely coming under pressure from Darkster there at the end. Made for a fun fight to watch. But in TC, our leader is still Eagle, followed by Beast Shadow, followed by Hurricane, Carver, Turismo, Norbert, Nothel, Unku, and Jello. Jello? Hey, thanks for following GPR Briker. Glad to have you. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. BDF starting to open up that gap on Mead a little bit. It's going to be mighty interesting to see who comes out first, Bowtie or BDF. If we go by last stint, BDF had the speed over Bowtie, but we'll have to see. Stuff in Bentley to keep the Lambo behind. Yeah, I can imagine. It looked like it. Looks like Crickley and Unexit are having a duel for 6th here. And disappointed. In TC, we went from having like non-stop battles. Well, hold on. Carver and Turismo were having a little bit of one. But we had like 2 different battles throughout the entire stint, and it seems a lot more spread out this time. But at the same time, GT seems to be mighty spicy, especially when you factor in the pit strategy. Who's going to end up where? Who is that in the pit lane? I think that's BDF in the pit lane right now. No, that is Mead in the pit lane. Alright, so BDF stays out and is our current GT leader. That was a aggressive attempt by Garment there. Not sure if that was just a missed braking point or if that was a desperation dive. That was from over a second back. Amoeba's also in the pit lane. Let's see, where's Bowtie? Bowtie is right here. We're gonna watch Bowtie's dot. I think he's gonna jump Mead. He plays F1 and only has like 5 races on Forza. Yeah, that is pretty impressive then. Mead has come out ahead of Bowtie. That's not exactly how I was expecting that to go. 1.5 second gap there. Which makes me think that BDF is going to come out a decent amount ahead of those two. Amoeba and Gnome seem to be having a little bit of a race there. Looks like Garmite's under pressure from that Scotty guy. Gnome and Amoeba. Looks like Amoeba's starting to pull away from Gnome just a little bit there. Carver and Turismo still close together. No change of position there yet. We're going to have to bounce back to that battle when we get a moment. Still watching this Crickley v Unexit. I believe that most all of these folks, what's the car count for today, around 80? That is actually a number I do not have. Once our live timing is accurate and refreshed, I will be able to tell you from that. Looks like Hurricane is catching Beast Shadow. Could be a nice race there. This looks like a GT car, 2 GT cars in the pit lane. That is Alkaz and Goose going in for their first stop. Looks like somebody else has followed them. That is that Scotty guy. As what a move there by Crickley, taking full advantage of Unexit, just having a little bit of a lull there. Sends it right up the inside. Very clean move. That moves quickly up into second. 91 according to live timing. Ah, gotcha. Another big event then. Unfortunately, with Forza's lobby size, we can only get 23 of them in here. What a world it would be to be able to broadcast with all 91 of those cars on track at the same time. I would be talking my ears off. Like, I would have no lungs left. There'd just be so much happening all over the place. Huh? This isn't anywhere close to where I had selected. I was trying to look at Garmite, and it put me way back on Amoeba. Well, hello, Amoeba. Currently running 9th. Chasing down Owlkiz. I want to watch this battle right now. Between Garmite and Unexit. Garmite getting a little drifty almost. Garmite's got a good run here, trying around the outside. Don't know if he's going to be able to make that work from there. Let's find out though. He's ahead. He's going to be able to come down on him. Nope. Unexit keeps himself in there. Might try the over-under though. He does try the over-under. A little bit of a tap there. That is quickly going to pit lane. Larger lobbies would be fun. Oh, most definitely. Well, Garmite has gotten past Unexit. BDF still staying out. Taking a very different strategy to his Stint 1 strategy, where he was one of the first to pit. Seems to be going long in his first stint, trying to grow that freedom that he has right now, being in the lead. But he's about to catch TC traffic, so I wonder if he may have been better off pitting right then, so he didn't have to catch them right then and there. In TC, still our closest battle is Hurricane and Turismo. Hurricane and Beast Shadow, sorry, for second in class. Everything else seems to be rather tame, rather spread out. Uh-oh. Hey, thank you for the follow, Bratters. Welcome. You had a pretty good fight with Westy there for the entirety of Stint 1. See here. Closest battle we have on track is Amoeba and Owlkiss, so let's go jump to them. Amoeba and the only Ferrari we have in our lobby. The LMP livery. Leopard. Still, I love that. Natural power drink. That battle was tiring. Yeah. Crazy thing is that y'all's wasn't the closest battle on track. There was also 2 or 3 others at any given time that were just as close. But we were definitely watching you a good bit, just because that was such a close battle. Westy definitely seemed to have the better defensive line, though. Never could quite sneak past him. And that is BDF in right now, followed by Garmite and on exit. Where is Bowtie going to filter out from? Where is Bowtie? Okay, Bowtie is currently running in third. BDF and Mead are having a battle for the lead right now. Or maybe, no, that's Garmite. That's nowhere close to where I was looking. Alright, we have, once again, this 3-way battle for the lead has recommenced. Now that pit cycles are, whoa, as Mead is all over the place. Got a little bit loose on the grass. Struggling to keep the car under him. Manages to keep it pointed the right way, though. That one could have been, rather disastrous. Whoa. Bowtie with a little dip on the grass there. Just about lost it as well. I believe that is our TC leader making his first stop. It is OTR Eagle making his first stop. Road holding mass of Bentley saved him. Yeah. Lorge. Things getting rowdy. Yeah, a little bit. But that is what we like to see. Elsewhere, Garmite and Crickley still close together, and Scotty Guy and Unexit having a little bit of a scrap as well. Right now, there's a battle for the lead between Hurricane and Beast Shadow. Might have to keep an eye, or definitely gonna have to keep an eye on that. Garmite and Crickley, 3/10, gonna jump to that real fast. We'll keep an eye on the rest. Once again, I wish I could have multiple cars selected to keep an eye on their gaps with in Forza, because like right now I'm trying to monitor 3 or 4 different battles and I can only watch one of them. There we go. Hurricane is catching Beast Shadow a little bit. Garmite is all over the rear of Crickley here. McLaren v Bentley. And just behind them, Scotty Guy and Unexit. That is Aston versus McLaren, I think? No, Merc. Ooh, Garmite has a nice little run. Is he going to be able to pull the switcheroo on him? I think he is going to pull the switcheroo on Crickley here. Crickley has a little bit better of a run off the corner, though. McLaren seems to have just a tiny bit more power, though. Crickley deeper on the brakes there. He's got to get alongside. No, Crickley loses out on the spot. Garmite loses that spot. Let's look at those other battles we've been monitoring. Hurricane is now just 5/10 behind Beast Shadow, who is the current TC leader. Yet to pit, though. Scotty Guy is half a second behind on exit. I think still the best battle we have going on right now is Garmite and Crickley. Well, was our battle in the lead for GT going. BDF is starting to stretch that gap a little bit. Bowtie is putting pressure on Mead for second in class. Gonna go ahead and jump to that. With Cheetah not too far behind. Mead extending very far. Bowtie is seeming to keep the, Bentley sucks in post battles. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Bowtie seems to be able to hold these lines a little bit better and is able to close the gap rather quickly. Definitely expecting to see some good racing there. Elsewhere, Garmite's opened up the gap on Crickley to just over a second. Well, no, never mind, that was a second, but now it's back down to 8/10. Well, that gap's all over the place. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. It might just be Forza telling me lies. Unexed and Scotty Guy are still very close together. Bowtie getting very close to the sand there. Hurricane catching Beast Shadow all the time. We're going to actually go watch that. See a battle for the lead. Never mind. No, we won't. Beast Shadow pits. Hurricane stays out. Just kidding. We aren't seeing anything. Well, back to the program we were watching before. Bowtie versus Mead. Oh, as Bowtie gets... Oh my god. I don't know how in the world he was able to hold that. That was like 2 or 3 sim twitches in a row. I saw LSEM GT chances gone. It flashed before my eyes there. But amazing work by Bowtie to hold that together. That car did not want to live. Scotty Guy and Unexit still nose to tail. Garmite has definitely proven to be a little bit faster than Crickley, opening up that gap to just about a second. A little bit more. Whoa, as there's Norbert coming back onto the track, kind of getting in the middle of this battle. Bowtie trying to find a way past, lost a little bit of time in doing so. Alright, well, Bowtie lost out a little bit there due to traffic. Not sure what Norbert was doing way over there. Not sure if he was shoved or what happened there. One GT car, that's that Scotty Guy in the pits. Gnome coming through right now. What was Unku doing? Unku running a solid 8th right now. A lonely 8th, rather. Norbert's rather up the road, and Jello is rather down the road, so a little bit of a lonely stint for Unku, it seems to be right now. Bowtie is definitely catching Mead once more. All while BDF now opened up that lead to just over 2 seconds. We have more TCs in the pits. That is Hurricane and Turismo and Nathel, which means that Eagle will cycle back out into the lead, but how much is going to be the question. Here comes Beast Shadow. How is that going to end up with Hurricane? Beast Shadow takes Hurricane. That stays the same. Hurricane actually lost out a lot of time in the pits there. They were nose to tail when Hurricane came into the pits the first time. But Eagle, only a 4.6 second lead over Beast Shadow. Beast Shadow is definitely keeping him much more honest as we see Bowtie right on the tail of Mead here. But Eagle not quite running away with it nearly as fast as he did last time. Coming up to just about an hour left of running here, about 6 minutes. Been a pretty eventful stint so far. Lots of intrigue and battles so far. It's been battles non-stop, really, so far throughout this race, so definitely been a good race in my book so far. Huh. I didn't really want to bounce off of Bowtie and Mead there, but I guess we didn't. We just got to see it from a different angle. We're riding with Hurricane here. Gotta say, that is a pretty livery. I am a fan of it. Why is there SpongeBob on the wing inlets? Interesting. Bowtie's falling back a little bit. How is Turismo doing? Let's find out how Turismo is doing. He's currently running 4th. A little bit of a lonely 4th right now. Hurricane's 6 seconds up the road. Norbert's 4.6 back. And there's Cheetah in 4th. What am I trying to watch here? Bowtie and Mead's gaps open up a little bit more. BDF still opening up his lead a little bit now. Gotta say, still pretty calm race in terms of people going off. Don't think I've seen it happen yet. I know we haven't spectated it, but I don't think I've seen any evidence of it happening on the map yet either. So, pretty clean race, nobody being dead due to damage or anything of that sort to my knowledge. So, hey. Good, clean race so far. What more can you ask for? A competitive race and a clean race. I'm gonna watch Carver and Norbert here. Carver seems to be catching Norbert here. Looking through the field, not many changes, honestly. Current leader in GT is still BDF, followed by Mead, Bowtie, Cheetah. In 5th, Owlkiz, followed by Amoeba, Goose, Garmite. In 9th, Crickley, followed by Unexit, that Scotty guy, or no, Unexit, Chicane, and that Scotty guy. And then we have Gnome and Smithy. Didn't realize there was an LCR car in here. Have I seen that car? Hold on. Yeah, I didn't realize that LCR had a car in here. Shows you how much I've been paying attention. And in TC, we have OTR Eagle leading by 5 seconds over Beast Shadow. Kind of what we saw last stint. Hurricane in 3rd, followed by Turismo, Norbert, Carver, Nathel, Unku, and Jello 41. There goes our 4th place GT car Cheetah right there. Bowtie is still keeping tabs on Mead, not quite catching him yet. Not really any true on-track battles going on, so it's time for everybody's probably least favorite time of any stint. We'll go cinematic. If you guys want your if you guys want your car to get some screen time, just let me know and we will give them plenty of screen time, because right now, not too much else going on. I didn't want, stop. Let's see if our live timing has... Alright, yes it has actually. So, we'll actually be able to check where everybody is in the overall standings right now. Really like the team named Mixed Nuts. It's a good name. And the VER McChicken. That's a good one as well. Names. Yeah, there's definitely been some pretty creative team names this time around. Like one of the touring car names is literally just the colon slash. And I don't know how the fuck to say that. See, look, there's your leader in or overall leader in TC throughout all lobbies is just the face. I don't know how they got away with that. Swedish Killer Tomatoes. Some great names here. We have a GT car in the pit lane. Not sure who that is. Reading the feed. What'd you say? I was just commenting on how the top touring car is named colon slash. Like, you know, the emoji or the emoticon face. And just grumbling about how I don't even know how to say that or what I'm supposed to call that. Elsewhere, Bowtie has not really been able to hold up with Mead, or Mead's found some speed. Not sure which one of those is the correct observation, but that gap has opened back up, so things are definitely settling down this stint. Large gaps everywhere we look, nobody within a second. So, yeah, we're just going to keep it cinematic with BDF for right now. And once again, if you guys want your team to get some screen time, just let me know and we will give them the screen time. Because moments like these, nothing else really exciting to watch, so hey. I'll give anybody some screen time that they want. Team Radica? Ah, gotcha. Which is Garmite. Garmite's had a pretty good race. He had a amazing overtake on Crickley. He's currently running in 8th. And like I just said, he had quite a battle with Crickley, had a really good overtake on him. Saucy Tinder Boys think B Shadow's driving. He is indeed. He is currently running 2nd unless something has changed. Yep, he's running 2nd. Truth is here. Nice to see ART doing well in GT Class A lobby. Yeah. Kind of surprised that you're not with Squadios anymore. Saint? You were always one of the folks that I thought of when I thought of Squadios. Fun fact number 2, in the 72 years of Silverstone, it changed its layout 10 times. With the current one existing since 2009, the whole current first sector was added. Yep. Alright, who else are we looking for? B Shadow in the Tinders. You swiping right. Gotta say, definitely one of the more interesting title sponsors I've seen in a TORA event. I've seen some interesting ones, but that one's up there with the interesting ones. Actually, hold on, Crickley is, wait, they're not in the same class. 12 facts over the time of the race just for you guys. Hell yeah. Him as a friend's favor. Ah, gotcha. Team Radica. Alright, I'll try to remember the team names. I'm not good at remembering team names. Alright, man. Yeah, sorry that things have toned down a little bit. Well, hold on. We might have a battle developing here between Alakaz and Amoeba to watch. Ooh, his Beast Shadow gets a little, slidey over there. Well, never mind. This might have just heated up a little bit. My partner's with an interest to racing. Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of hard to come by these days. Well, in our little cinematic break, we're definitely starting to see some battles developing. Bowtie is catching Mead again. Amoeba is catching Alakaz. I don't know why that got auto-modded. I will allow that in a second. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. My auto-mod's weird. It catches strange things sometimes. Any contact on the right side means they like us. Tire wear on Goose? We will find that out in a moment, Shane. Give me 1 second. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, there's some things that Automod catches that are like, yeah, I can understand that, but other times they're just like, okay. Amoeba is definitely catching Alakaz. Let's find out about Goose first, though. Looks like he is due in for a stop shortly. 52 on the front left there. Approaching about halfway through this stint. Been a pretty eventful stint in the beginning, kind of calmed down lately. That's not the right camera angle. But hey, we do have some battles. Well, never mind. No, we don't have some battles forming up because Amoeba was much closer to Alakaz a few seconds ago. And now he's just not. And, alright. Looks like Chicane is in the pit lane. What about that TC battle between Beast Shadow and Hurricane? Okay, it's still over a 2-second gap. I just had to say something, didn't I? And now all those battles that I thought were about to start happening are not. Good luck, EDR Jello 41. Not having the best of stints right now, running a little bit further back. Not sure if that's due to an incident or what might be happening there. But you had a good stint last time, Warrior. A nice solid second. Though I don't think anybody could catch the pace of Eagle. Kind of just ran away with it. Why is it whenever I select like 13th, I get to see like where 7th, 5th, and 1st are, but going through the rest, I don't get to see anybody else. Like what? Why? What is so special about GNOME that shows me where 1st, 5th, and 7th are? Speaking of, we have several GT cars making second stops right now. That is Mead and Bowtie, along with Cheetah. Remember, all three of those cars made very early stops, so this is their second stop. Makes me think that Goose should be on about the same cycle as those folks and should be having to make his second stop shortly. Leader in GT is still BDF Gaming, yet to make his second stop, so that gap is not actually 17.4, but it is a decent gap back to aggregate second, who is Mead. Mead, who is immediately under assault by Garmite here. And actually have to go look at that real fast. Or maybe not. Bowtie is going to have to catch them as well. Bowtie lost out quite a bit of time in the pits there. Got a TC car in the pits as well. Hey, Raja. Who's that in the pit lane? That is Carver. This looks like somebody else in there too? No, just Carver. Well, Garmite has not really been able to challenge me like it looked like he was going to. Just a matter of pit cycle, it would seem. Definitely cycling through our second stops here, just about halfway done with the stint. as I said before, very exciting. How's the race going? Stint 1 was pretty fun. It was pretty exciting. There was good battles going on all over the place. Stint 2 started off really exciting. A lot of battling for the leads in both classes, but now it's kind of calmed down. More like you would typically see in an endurance or a TORA Enduro like this. So, it's been pretty good so far. We got more GT cars in the pit lane. That looks like everybody that is not BDF going very long. He went long on Stint 1. It is Amoeba and Owlkiss, along with Garmite. Goose moves up in a second. Goose seems to be going long as well. Eagle has a 7-second lead over Beast Shadow. A little bit of shenanigans in the pit lane there. And more shenanigans in the pit lane. Don't worry, that's all AI controlled and usually has no bearing on the actual race, so don't worry too much about that. I say usually, though. Hurricane is catching Beast Shadow, but Eagle does not have nearly the gap that he had before. And speaking of Eagle, there he is right there. Turismo's catching Nethel, it seems. Hurricane's catching Beast Shadow, so we might have a few battles developing here shortly. But as for right now, we are just kind of, everybody's definitely spread out, different pits, strategies, all kinds of stuff. Feels very spread out. Now, Goose is definitely due for a stop here shortly, but he is running pretty well. I'm not sure which stop he's making, actually. I would think it would have to be a second stop. He probably stopped early with Bowtie and Mead, and is now going wrong. BDF into the pits. I don't foresee Mead jumping him, but we'll be able to see what that gap actually is here shortly. Once again, nowhere close to who I was trying to select there. Sometimes Forza just decides for me who I want to be watching. Alright, Goose is still in the middle, but that gap looks like about 5-ish seconds between BDF and Mead. So, BDF has a, I wouldn't say super secure, but a solid lead in GT right now, as opposed to his previous woes in Stint 1 of trying to get past. 4.7? I gotcha. Quick maths. Everybody else is definitely running a very spread out race. So like always, if you guys want your car featured, just let me know, and we will do so. Hey Retro. You're spread out. What are you trying to say to me? Huh? Think you're a funny guy? Places GPR, let's find out. Who do you currently have driving? You have Unexit. Unexit is currently running 11th. Not sure if that's where he's actually running. We're right in the middle of pit cycles. I think he's ahead of that Scotty guy in Crickley. They've just yet to stop. Not sure. But currently on track, he is running 11th. That is somebody in the pit lane. That is Goose finally making his stop. It'll be interesting to see where he filters out. I'm expecting probably around maybe 8th, maybe 9th. Oh, never mind. It looks like Goose is going to come out in 7th. It looks like he's going to be under attack from Garmite here shortly. That gap is dropping. I can't judge distances very well based off of the map. Never mind. That's actually still a rather large gap. 5.7. So yes, officially, you were right, Apex. You were exactly right. The gap between BDF and Mead was 4.7 for a second there. Now just dropped back to 4.3. Amoeba and Owlkins are kind of close together again. Friend was better, but GPR is a good esports club. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about GPR. Chicane and non-exit. Let's go watch this. Whoa. As Chicane is in all kinds of GT traffic, and that is, hold on, we're gonna go back to that. That is a battle for second between B Shadow and Hurricane. That just snuck up out of nowhere. Tinder versus Germans? It's Takini. What a great time to go into this. It's SpongeBob versus Tinder, since they got SpongeBob on the winglets there. GPR the racer. Ah, gotcha. Hurricane is definitely pressuring B Shadow here. Huh. Tinder v Germans. Who needs love when you can work? Fair enough. An ambitious dive there from Hurricane. Don't think he really had the room to make that work. Whoa, as well, never mind. Once again, we have this battle going on between B Shadow and Hurricane, and B Shadow pits out of it, and we don't get to see it. But hey, we got to enjoy a little bit of a scrap for a little while. I guess now we gotta wait back until Hurricane makes his first stop. What was that battle we were watching just before this? What's going on here? Is that Eagle and Norbert? Yeah, it is. Our current leader, Aggregate, is going up on Norbert right now. Well, never mind. Nice and clean from Eagle there. Slips right on by. Spend all the time with him. Gotcha. I've raced with B Shadow before. He's a good guy. Bowtie and Mead still about the same on that gap. Who is this GT car that's way back in the middle of the field right now? It's LCR Smithy. I think that the LCR car is running into issues somewhere along the... You also stream 4 and 5? Yes, I'm doing all 5, or all 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Got the full 12. Team No Sleep. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do 4 and 5 night. I gotcha. We'll see you from up here then. Who's that? Hold on. Has they both cycled through the pits, I think? Nope, that's just Eagle and Norbert. Uh-oh, looked like a little bit of an error there from Turismo. Just saw that gap go back very far. Turismo has damage from something. Not sure how he's picked that up. Piece of cake after Le Mans. That is very true. This one is much more relaxing. I'm not sure what's happened to Turismo, but the car definitely has damage. But it looks like he was close to about when he needed to make his second stop anyway, so maybe not too big of a deal. Let's see here. Strictly catching Scotty, or other way around rather. That is true, that is a 1.1 second gap. Gonna have to keep an eye on that one. I'm really waiting for Hurricane to make his stop so we can hopefully see that battle between him and Beast Shadow again. We will ride with that Scotty guy, as he is in fact chasing down quickly. Once again, a basic livery, but still a pretty livery in my opinion, no matter what. Thank you for follow, ETR Triad. Glad to have you. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. And FRM. Don't think I've heard of FRM before, but it seems like I'm learning of new teams all the time. Coverage by all those streaming has been great. Thank you very much, Triad. I try my hardest. Bell Race Motors were okay. No, yeah, I know of them. I just didn't know that it was FRM was their tag. Yes, that Scotty guy is definitely caught correctly here. It's easier to say, It does appear to be what's going on here. Well, shout out for the WR team, racing for British Heart Foundation. Absolutely. I'm gonna do all of Scotty's work when I hop in later. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'd definitely say check out that British Heart Foundation link right there, guys. Seems to be racing for a good cause. Just realized BDF now has over a 6-second gap between himself and Mead. Probably he's way above my skill level. Ah, I gotcha. Hey man, if that's the case, just don't try and battle too hard. Just go for the miles. Anytime you're out of your element, just go for the miles. Okay, well, Hurricane is pitted, but he's 1.8 behind Beast Shadow. Thank you for the follow as well, ETR Warrior. Glad to have you. Had a good stint. Last stint. Fun to watch. Chicane and Unexit seem to be, might be a little bit of something brewing there. To the pad. Oh, is he still trying to suffer it out on wheel? And wheel only works in very specific situations. And I'm of the opinion that GT cars are not that situation. Hey, it's Unku! Chicane and Unexit is definitely brewing. We're going to bounce back to that battle. But yeah, around Silverstone in a GT car, I don't think that wheel would, or I know that wheel would not be my go-to. Trying to keep a monitor on the other battles that are happening. Not many happening right now. This is the closest one we've got on track at the moment. Just about 35 minutes left of running here. Whenever I see Unku's name, I always think of Jackie Chan Adventures and his uncle being pronounced with the accent. Hello, Westmeister. Alright, so, running through the field, our current leader in GT is BDF48 Gaming, followed by DDM Mead 212, LSEM Bowtie, GTR Cheetah, Owl Kills? I'm just gonna call him Owl. LMP Amoeba, SSR Goose, RDC Garmite, AMS Crickley, though that is subject to change as that Scotty guy is now catching very quickly. At 11th we have Unexit, followed by Chicane, also subject to possibly change. Then we have OTR Gnome, not a Gnoblin, not a Gnelf, a Gnome. And then we have LCR Smithy. Leading TC, as we had before, Joey Stint. It's Westy, by the way. Ah, gotcha. I figured it was you. Yeah, I did. You definitely held up. Oh my god, what a dive from who we're watching right now. Who's that? Chicane? Yeah, Chicane. That was an incredible dive from Chicane. But yeah, you definitely put on a good show there with Bratty. Or Bratters. Sorry, names are not good for me. What was I doing? I was going through the TC field. Leading the TC field, as it was in Stint 1, we have OTR Eagle, followed by Nethel, Beast Shadow, Hurricane, Norbert, Carver, Turismo, Unku, and Jello 41. What else were we watching? This is a much closer battle between Scotty Guy and Crickley, so we're gonna watch that. Jackie Chan Adventures. I don't think I ever saw that. I don't have memory of it. But I'll take y'all's word for it. Firm car. Hey, thanks for the follow, Westy. Glad to have you. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Uh-oh. That looked like a DC to me. Oh, no, everybody alive still? Everybody's still alive. Okay. My boy Noah doing well. He's, yeah, running midfield right now. What is that, 5th in class, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's running 5th in class. Had a little bit of a lonely race. Not too much threatening him. Hold on, Nethel is now entering the pits, so he might be moving up into 4th after Nethel cycles through. Yeah, these tires are gone. Let's see if you are correct about that. Oh, you are most definitely correct about that. Yeah, that is, that's looking like a stop here shortly. Which I would only imagine are, right, you can't see that because of the timing tower, but his fronts are on 72% and rears are on 46%. Vacation. That is a TC entering the pit lane. Who is that? Is that Unku? That is Turismo in the pit lane. Hey, and there we go. Looks like BDF has made his second stop. I guess that would have to be his second stop. Maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe that's his third. I'm not sure. Hey, Anonymous. Pits are about to close. No, it's not. No, they're not. Once this hits 0 is when they stop. They don't stop with 20 minutes left on this timer. This is a 1 hour, 40-minute timer. Thank you for the follow, Max Newman. Glad to have you. In the stream, that is correct. Hey, Bowtie's finally catching Mead here. Everything's still very spread out in TC. I'm gonna ride with Bowtie. He seems to be able to catch Mead now. Nighttime lap times? If I had to guess, it's probably 3.2 miles. Just an educated guess. Or 3.2, rather, if I said 2.3. Yeah, Anonymous, you had a good stint last stint. Battling with BDF basically the whole time. Big brain time with Buck. Hell yeah. That's me. Totally big brain. I'm defending. Yeah, I know. Like, I was trying not to just watch that exclusively the whole time, but it was just so close, and he really just could not get past you. So, yeah, hell of a defensive job there. Yeah, I know, dude. So there's a little bit of a battle going on here between Crickley and Scotty. Looks like they pit at the same time, so I might have to bounce back and watch that again. Bowtie seemed to have lost pace a little bit there, so yeah, that is what we're gonna go watch. Looks like that's Mead and Bowtie making their third stop, I would think. Looks like Cheetah's followed them in. The BDF's gonna go back into the lead here. Just under a half hour left of running here now, folks, in Stint 2. Oh, that's a bit bigger of a gap than I thought it was going to be between BDF and, oh, as we see Scotty going for it on Crickley here. Gonna be on the outside, though. Crickley going deep on the brakes, a little bit of a contact there. Scotty a little bit slidey, manages to keep it pointed the right way, though. Okay, I thought I knew you from one of the VER things, Fury TJ. Is this our outlaw? Oh! Huh. Well, then you're not who I thought you were. But either way, that's still a familiar name. There's Turismo up ahead. GT car going into the pit lane. Who is that? I think that's our current leader. Thank you for following Thomas Chelsea too. Glad to have you. That is Owl in the pit lane. Give me all the Mons. Yeah, that's right. Whoa, as Crickley has a little bit of a snag trying to get past Turismo, and then Scotty gets into the back of it, so net gain. And Turismo, a little bit of a punt back. Maybe some inter-AMS conflict there. I'm not sure what interesting. But as I was trying to say, there was a GT car in the pit lane there. That was Amoeba and Owl. They have made their final stop, I believe. So that puts us as it was overall. That is Bowtie, or no, not Bowtie. BDF followed by Mead, followed by Bowtie. BDF with a 7-second lead over Mead. As Crickley got a little bit loose there. Might have been a TC bog. Not sure what that was, but Scotty is now right back up on him. This is the battle for 10th overall right now in GT. As a heroic dive from Scotty, a little bit of contact there. It wasn't quite clean. See if he can outrun the Bentley here. Bentley seems to have the better run here. Crickley trying to go deep. Bit of a lock up there. Crickley goes off. Scotty is now solidly up into 10th. That was a good little battle while it lasted. Alright, what else might we have developing on track now? So we might have something going on between Unku and Gallo here. Average 2 seconds slower at night seems correct. Yeah. Yeah. Fact number 3. 2 men hold the most F1s at Silverstone. Jim Clark and Alain Prost both won 5 times. I didn't realize that that's still held. I thought that Hamilton would be up in there somewhere now. Or I guess he will be after this. After tomorrow, but you know, who knows? Thank you for the follow, NWR Raven. You had a good stint last stint. Had some fun battles for us to watch. We're gonna ride with Nathel here for a little. That's not Nathel. And I'm gonna go cinematic while I go run to the bathroom real fast. Still got about 20 minutes on the clock. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go anywhere. Still have about 8 more hours of this. Alrighty, I am back. Let's see, anything changed in my brief absence? First glance, I want to say no, but you never know. Let's find out. Leader is still BDF, almost, or over 9 seconds now. That's a little bit of a change. BDF really growing that gap from Mead. Bowtie still keeping tabs on Mead, not really challenging though. Goose back up into 4th. Good run from him. 5th we have Cheetah, Owlkiz, Amoeba, Garmite, Scotty Guy, Chicane, Unexit. Wait. No. Scotty, Crickley, Unexit, Chicane, Gnome, Smithy. Still leading pretty convincingly in TC. We have OTR Eagle, followed by Norbert, Nothel, Beast Shadow, Hurricane, Carver, Turismo, Unku, and Jello. Gello? Oh, Gello. Anything close? Still the closest is Bowtie on Mead. Though we'll ride with the LSEM car for a little while because, you know, broadcaster advantage. Yeah, as I was expecting, there's definitely going to be some stints that are a lot more spread out. Just not a lot of on-track excitement happening all the time. Wash your hands, yeah. What do you take me for? Well, Bowtie is not quite catching Mead in the way that was planned. Come on, somebody just... I really want to see that Hurricane Beast Shadow race, because that was looking like it was going to be really good, but like Hurricane's just fallen well back. Coming up about 15 minutes left here in Stint 2. Well, Bowtie can see Mead on the horizon, but Bowtie's actually going backwards a little bit. That's almost 2 seconds now, as opposed to the 1.3 that it was when we first started watching. So, Eagle's still leading by a comfortable margin. Let's find out. I believe he is. Yes, he is, by 7 seconds. And I believe that Norbert is yet to pit, but I don't know that for sure. I want to say that these two, Nothel and Norbert, have yet to make their final stop. Gonna have to keep an eye on that one though. Don't know that one for sure. And Mead is definitely put on the speed. Bowtie is not really catching. Quite as much as one might have expected. Definitely all spread out, as I feel like it probably will stay to the end of the stint. Well, Nothel and Norbert might be a battle in the making. Keep an eye on it. Because Mead Bowtie has stayed exactly consistent at just around 2 seconds the whole time. Well, Bowtie just got 2/10 up there. BDF has now opened that lead up to over 10 seconds. He's really put on the speed here in this final section of this stint. What was it that we were looking at that was potentially becoming a battle? Nethel and Norbert. Bounce back to that. Trying to figure out what these like scratch marks are on the top of the car. I can't tell if that's like an SVR logo or I think it's an SVR logo, but our camera angles are pretty bad, so I can't tell. No, not that. Oh, everything's in vain though. Well, yep, I thought that those two were yet to make a stop, and it looks like that I was right. Which car are you in? Anonymous? Are you in Owls or Gnome? Scratches are driver names? Oh. Now, I'm not talking about right there on the sides, I'm talking about on the top, on the very top, center. I know that, above the door. That bird tried to take the car, that's why the marks. Ah, gotcha. Understandable. Thing is, I don't know if this is actually an SVR car or not. I mean, it has SVR on it, but... Hey, Hurricane's kind of catching Beast Shadow there. Yeah, I do too. But it's just like, the S doesn't make much sense to me, but I just can't see it because of the goddamn awful camera angles in this game. SVR. I didn't know that Nothel was SVR. Interesting. Cheetah's kind of catching Goose here. Amoeba's kind of catching Owl. And Nethel is still kind of catching Norbert. Well, maybe not as much. Hurricane seems to be getting close to Beast Shadow, though. Gap's right around a second, just over a second now. About 10 minutes left of running. Pits are now closed for mandatory 3 stops. So that means that theoretically everybody should be where they actually are. Like, we shouldn't see any more last second pit strategy changes unless somebody sneaks it in like right now. But it's not looking like it. On exit in the Aspen. Come on, Hurricane, catch Beast Shadow. Give us some fireworks. Oh, you're going the wrong way. Our closest one is Cheetah catching Goose here. Bowtie, I would say, is effectively not catching meat anymore. Cheetah is catching goose, so let's see if we can't get a battle out of this. Or maybe the spectator's curse will continue and we won't get anything. We'll find out. Cheetah is definitely closing down goose. Just needs to keep it under control. Sliding out a little bit there. So I think the rest of the positions in the field, unless we see something unforeseen, more or less set. But this one seems to be not quite the case. Could still be another change here. Cheetah is definitely closing down goose here. BMW on Mercedes, here we go. Battle of Germany. Cheetah looking for every angle that you can possibly sneak by here. He's doing everything he can just to hold him behind. Cheetah had to check up a little bit there. It seems to have gotten a little bit better in the drive. Are we going to see something under braking? I think we are. Goose has the much better line though. Oh, but now Cheetah's got it. I think Cheetah's made the move stick. Yes, it looks like Cheetah has made the move stick. Cheetah takes fourth. Goose goes back. Oh, never mind. Maybe it's not over yet. Out of nowhere. See if he can get it back. Still 3/10 of a second between the two of them. 6 minutes left on the clock. Looking for anything else that might be changing in the closing minutes. Not really seeing anything. That could be contested here. Well, I think it's safe to say that, hold on, Goose is making this. Well, unless it's different for Silverstone, that's past the pit window. I don't know if that's one of his required stops or not. But I believe that that could very well be a penalty. It's a fourth stop, I think. Yeah, I haven't really been counting. Both? So is it fourth or third? Mandatory. Oh, that's yeah, that's not. That's a no-go right there. Unless it's like a 5-minute pit window closing. Third. So that's 10 minutes. Gotcha. Okay. So it is the way it has always been. I was just making sure that there wasn't like a single race exception or something. I mean, you'd have to go back and count it to make sure that that was his third and not his fourth. If it's his fourth, it's perfectly fine. If it's his third, then that's a, the stewards will not take kindly to that one. Well, BDF has definitely shown the speed that he has this time by. Couldn't quite get past Anonymous last time, but now he is. Well and truly in the lead. Yeah, well, how much of a penalty? That I don't know, but I believe it's hefty. Say I don't know the exact distance, but I know that it is not a nice one. Fun fact number 4, for almost 20 years, Keke Rosberg held the fastest speed on the F1 calendar with 160 miles per hour. This was beaten by Pablo Montoya in Monza 2004. Huh. Nice. Versus in a McLaren. Yeah, there's been a few McLarens. Alright, definitely nearing the end here. Unless we see something change at the end. Looks like our finishing positions are going to be, well, Jello a little bit slidey there. Instead of gnome. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, Shane, all you can do is just try and get it all back. BDF is, hey, Hurricane and Beast Shadow might have, like, a scrap with 20 seconds left. Dio obviously solid 45 minutes behind. Oof. But hey, having one lobby that far off is, pretty usual. Alright, there we go. Alright. For Stint 2, your Stint 2 winner is BDF48 Gaming, followed by DDM Mead 212, LSM Bowtie, GTR Cheetah, Owl Kills, LMP Amoeba, RDC Garmite, SSR Goose, but we'll see how that goes. That Scotty Guy, AMS Crickley, GPR Unexit, HCR Chicane, OTR Gnome, not a Gnoblin, not a Gnolf, and then LCR Smithy. And for the second stint in a row, with a pretty comfortable victory for OTR Eagle in TC. about 17 something seconds over Beast Shadow, who's actually closely followed by Hurricane there at the end. Then GTR Norbert, Nathel in 340, Carver 6000, AMS Turismo, SVR Unku, and ETR Jello 41. That is Stint 2 done and dusted. Gonna be getting ready for Stint 3 here shortly. I just am looking at the timing scroll and I see SGR Flappy Panini Racing Episode 3 Revenge, and I don't know what to think about that. I really don't know what to think about that one. Goose did 4? Did he? I want to say that he, yeah, I was thinking that he came in very early. Yeah, but hey, sometimes that happens. Alrighty, let's back out of here. Stopped early and messed it up. I mean, it's very possible, which is why I think he was trying to stretch it all the way to the end there. But alrighty. Y'all know the drill by now. Stream's gonna end, gonna run some ads, and stream will end, and it'll be back right after that with Stint 3. Y'all don't go anywhere, we still have 8 more hours to go.